In this video, I want to talk about why you should stop caring if people like you or not, okay? When I was like in high school and even in college, I used to really care about what people thought of me, and I used to really care about if the other person liked me or not. And what this did to me, and the experiences that I had is every time I met somebody and I just really cared if that person liked me and if I was doing things to make that person like me. And what that did is it made the other person not like me as much, made the other person not wanting to be around me as much. Okay. And now that I'm older and now that I'm like in my 20s, I realized that when I started to like not really care if the other person liked me or not, more people started to like me and more people want to be around me, more people, and I start to make more friends. Now, this is why this happens, okay? When you are if you're in the mindset that you just really want other people to like you, you have this kind of energy about you. It's like this neediness energy. And as human beings, we do not like to be surrounded by other needy people. So when you really want that other person to like you, they can feel this and they get repelled by it. They don't want to be around you, okay? So when you start to adopt like the mindset of like, I don't really care if people like me or not, and I'm just gonna be who I am and my authentic self, and I'm just gonna present my best self into every single conversation, into every interaction, and whether that other person likes me, cool, or if they don't like me, cool. That is actually when you start having more people like you for who you are and just want to be around you. Okay, because in today's society, I truly believe this is a really rare trait to have, because you can notice that a lot of people want to be liked, but the select few that just really don't care if you like them or not are the few people that you always want to be around because they just don't give a shit. All right, so I have a few strategies I want to share with you of like how you can actually like adopt this into your life so you don't really care about if people like you or not. But you remember like the principle behind it too, that when you can't always control what someone thinks about you, right? So it's a cool thing to think about, because if you are actually being you, like the 100% like real version of you, and you're not really hiding anything about yourself, you're not really you don't care about like your insecurities. Like everyone has insecurities and you don't really care about them. You just show off who you really are and show your true personality. You are gonna have people that really fucking like you, and you are gonna have people that don't like you at all. And that's a good thing. Because if you are trying to get every single person you meet to like you, then you're not being the real you. It is impossible. It is literally physically impossible to have every single person like you. It is not going to work. And again, if you're doing that and you're noticing you're getting like okay responses from people, then you're not being the real you. You're just trying to be nice to people, okay? Instead, if you just show up as your like God-given like personality and you show up as the real you, you're gonna attract and meet people that love you for who you are as a person. And you are gonna repel the fucking people that don't like you, that just aren't meant to be like in your life. All right. And like I said, when you have this kind of mindset and you go around talking to people, not caring if they like you or not, you're gonna find that a lot more fucking people are gonna like you because you're not having this neediness energy about you. Okay? So the key thing here that made me like actually practice this, and I'm still practicing this every day, is we tend to focus on things that we cannot control over. Okay, so for instance, what a person thinks about you, you cannot control. Okay, what the weather, you cannot control. There's a lot of circumstances in your life where you just cannot control. So if we make it a practice to only think about the things we can't control within the day, that is how we're going to adopt this mindset. And this might take some time, but it is way worth it than you always caring about what other people think of you. Okay, so what I like to do sometimes is literally, I used to do this a lot back in the day. I would put a timer on your phone, maybe for like a minute or 2 minutes, and just list out everything that's on your mind, okay? Every single thing that's been weighing on your mind within the day or within the week, okay? And list it out. And once that timer is over, look at that list and then circle all the ones that are within your control, the things that you can actually have control over, and just put a star next to the ones that you have no control over. There's nothing you can do about it. And then when you do this, you may notice that you have a lot of things down that you have a star next to. A lot more things where you just have no control over, okay? And what this does is now that you have this on fucking paper, and now that you see, oh my God, I have so many things I'm thinking about that I have no control over, this is going to build a good awareness for you to practice this muscle. So now over time, when you keep doing this list, you'll see that less and less stars and more like circles, meaning you're going to write down things that you only have control over. And that's going to lead to more of a stress, like more or less stress when it comes to your day. And then again, the more you think about the things you have control over, you're not going to really care about what people think of you as much. You're not going to really care about people like you or not. Okay. And another thing that really helps with you not really giving a shit what people think of you and what if you like and not caring if people like you or not, have a big goal in your life, money or non-money related, and do everything in your power to achieve that goal. Whether that's you getting better at speaking, whether that's you getting in shape, whether that's you reading a lot of books, I don't care what it is. Have a big goal, do everything you can to achieve it, because what this does is internally, when you have this big vision or you have this big goal that means a lot to you, you don't really give a fuck about what other people think of you anymore. You're thinking about something else. You're thinking about some other big goal for your life that you really want to achieve. So imagine this, you combine these two, you do this list, right? You're aware, now you have a lot of thoughts that are doing you no service. You have a lot of circumstances that you have no control over, and you have a big fucking goal to work on, and you're gonna do everything to achieve it because it means so much to you. You combine both of it, you're not gonna care as much what people think of you anymore. You're not gonna care about if people like you or not. And this, again, when you have this attitude, when you have that energy about you, that by itself is going to be magnetic, and that by itself is going to make people like you more in general. So try this today, practice this today, try that list and have a big goal. It could be a smaller big goal, it doesn't really matter. Just have something that you're actually working towards every day. And when you're building this awareness, when you're doing your best not to like put significance to things that you cannot control, and you're working on something that means a lot to you, watch how your interactions go with other people. When you get introduced to strangers, when you're talking to your friends, when you're talking to anybody, you're gonna feel more relaxed. You're gonna feel more nonchalant. You're not taking life too seriously anymore. You're just living life day by day, doing the best you can to achieve your goals, and again, being the real you and not caring about what other people think of you. I hope this video helps you, and I'll see you in the next one.